and he's ready for questions. We'll start here on the front row.
Hey, Quinshon, Jamal Kennedy, WSFA 12 Sports in Montgomery, Alabama. Curious to know how your time at Pike Road helped prepare you for Ole Miss, and then last year, what was the biggest thing that being a part of the Ole Miss program kind of helped elevate your game?
I think being at Pike Road prepared me as far as time management, waking up early. I think in my college schedule, it kind of resembles my high school schedule as far as the things that I did and the things that I've done in my career in high school. So I think it helped me adjust to my college career better.
Left side, third row.
Hey, Quinshon. Jason Williams, WTVA 9 News in Tupelo, Mississippi. Obviously, you had a great freshman season scoring 16 touchdowns, but what are you doing to make sure that you don't have a quote-unquote sophomore slump heading into this next season?
Just continuing to work hard and remain humble and do what got me here and keep the main thing the main thing. I think as far as just being the best that you can and doing everything in your power to make your game better and perfect your craft, I think that's the only thing that you can control.
Right side, second row.
Dan Peck, ESPN 106.7 in Auburn. Being from Pike Road, is it more special to play against Auburn or Alabama when you're suited up against them?
I don't think so. You know, that's the area I come from, but I don't think it makes the game more special or anything. I think my situation is coming into any game, I come in with the same mindset and the same goal, which is to win.
Second row, left side.
Quinshon, Rosie Langello in Montgomery for WSFA back here. Hi.
Oh.
Hey, there's a lot of kids out of Montgomery that want to be where you are today. They want to get to the collegiate level. They want to play for a Power 5 conference. What is your advice to them with what they're doing now in high school? What should they be doing?
My advice is to take high school serious, the position that you're in, and just to take it day by day. You know, enjoy the journey, control what you can control, you know, put school first, your education, and make sure you are just a great person as well as a great player or teammate or whatever. Yeah.
Second row, right side.
Hey, Quinshon, one of your former teammates from Pike Road, Malik Blockton, is now coming to the SEC, be trying to tackle you next year at Auburn. What can you tell us about the kind of player that he is?
I'm excited for everybody in the youth that has come through Pike Road, you know, kind of paved the way for the young guys there. So I'm excited to see the other recruits that they can bring through Pike Road to go to college and expand their game, even in college.
If you and Malik were going one-on-one, who was winning that?
I'm sorry, what?
If you and Malik were going one-on-one in practice, who was winning that?
Are you saying in practice? Definitely me. Yeah, for sure.
Right side.
Hi, AP Stidham of AP and Kelly, as we see at syndicated radio. Quinshon, what was the selling point for you when you had the discussion with Lane Kiffin that brought you to Oxford, Mississippi?
I think as far as just the situation that I was in and that he would put me in, as far as in high school, you know, being recruited by a lot of schools, and it's hard to recruit a guy to a school and just have the situation that he wants at your school and your selling point. So I think the selling point for me was just how Coach Kiffin could use me in the passing game, the run game, and not just being a basic running back and expanding my game and showing the NFL and everybody what I can do as a player.
Left side, fourth row.
Hey, Quinshon, Bradley Davis, WAPT Sports in Jackson. So you just mentioned being used in the passing game. It seems like every time we blink, Coach Kiffin's bringing in another quarterback. Is it like, you know, what's kind of the reaction whenever you find out that another guy's brought in, and how is that in practice working with so many top-tier guys?
It's exciting, very exciting. I'm confident in every guy that he brings in because I know he knows what he's doing. So he's bringing guys in, and I'm excited to see those guys compete.
Right side, second row.
Quinshon, what's the most important thing, if you want to be ready to play early in the SEC, what advice would you give? So what are the most important things to have ready to go?
I think as far as playing early in the SEC, which is the hardest conference to play in, I think as far as a player, I think you have to prepare well. Really, that's probably the biggest thing, prepare well. And just coming out of high school, it's really hard for a guy to do that. So just really preparation.
Front row, left side.
Hey, Quinshon, you mentioned a little bit about how Coach Kiffin has been able to use you in the passing game and things like that, but what's it like to really be immersed into an offense like that allows you to use all the abilities that you have at your disposal?
It's great for any player to be able to be used in every single way that he can be used in. I think it's not common for running backs in this conference to be used in the passing game like that. So I think to be able to be in this offense and show what I can do in my skill set is awesome.
Do we have any final questions? We got a good talker here. Okay, we're going to go back on the second row.
What can you tell us about the quarterback position and how those guys have performed this offseason?
Yeah, each and every one of those guys have performed definitely better than expected, very well. You've got Walker, who's a great quarterback, Spencer, Jackson, and even Austin, who's a young quarterback that just came in. And each and every one of those guys, like I say, they're very good. They know what they're doing. They're learning from great people, coaches that's around them. So I'm excited.
Okay, we'll go back on the fourth row.
Hey, you just mentioned that Austin Simmons, pretty young guy. I believe he's 17. Is it nice knowing that you're not, one of the youngest on the offensive unit anymore?
Yeah, exciting. I can finally little bro somebody and be like, come here, bro, let me tell you something. But yeah, it's very exciting. Yeah.
We'll go to the third row.
You guys didn't have the greatest finish to the end of the season last season. What would you say has to be different in the second half of the season for you guys to finish strong and finish off games in the second half of the season?
I would say this year, the thing that will help us the most with keeping the main thing and not losing certain games and remaining, because at one point we were 7-0. So I think that the biggest thing for us is really to just stay focused and not get distracted by certain things that we can't control.
We'll go back on the fourth row.
Gavin Baxley, ESPN, the Ticket of Montgomery. Speaking of those distractions, you're heavily favored for a lot of different awards for this upcoming season. So how are you, blocking out all of those to stay focused on the season?
I don't focus on the awards. I focus on what matters, which is winning games and just contributing to my team, playing my role, and just doing what I can.
Okay, our final question here in the front.
Quinshon, what does it mean to you that, to just be a sophomore and Lane Kiffin trusts you enough to be able to bring you to an event like this, an event that, a lot of upperclassmen typically come to?
It means a lot. That the trust me and Coach Kiffin have is very special. I'm excited to be here. It's awesome. It's been an awesome experience. And just to represent my school, my teammates, coaches, and everybody in the university, it's pretty cool.
Quinshon, thank you very much. Hope we see you again at this venue.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.